Hello, hello, my friends. Happy Monday. I hope you're all doing well. Great. Summer is definitely here. And it's been a warm weekend and a warm day today. So, a lot of work has been going on while you've been gone. I've been trying to make, my whole thing is that we scrapbook simple. It's the simple way. And trying to find things on my website and in where do I want to find, it hasn't been simple. Not at all, my friends, not at all. So over the next few weeks, it will get simpler. Right now, I'm still feel like I just moved and everything's still in boxes, but I'm working on it and it's going to get better. But I wanted to show you, everything is now going to be at karamiller.com. You just go there. You might have to poke around a little. I might not have everything, hey Shannon, up and ready and perfect for you just now, but it will be in another, maybe a week. I don't want to say too long, but this is what it looks like now when you go to karamiller.com. You don't have to go to another store. Everything is all right here. And I'm hoping it's going to make things so much easier for all of you and for me too, so I can keep track. Hey, Marion. So, anywho, let's just take a little wander around and then we'll get to work on this layout that I wanted to share with you. So, across the top is where you look for other things that you might want. The inspiration, that's the blog. That's where I post copies of this. I post layouts that I've been working on. They're also right here so that you don't have to go wandering around. You get a sneak peek of the last 3 that I did. You can do that. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hey, Tammy Doe. This is where you can shop around for the Simple SVGs. As you can see, there's not a lot here. I'm loading them, but they're not here yet. And this is where you can find Close to My Heart supplies. Okay? So, everything is here now. I'm not really teaching basic Cricut classes or lots of Cricut classes. If you have enrolled in them over the years, the classroom's still going to be there. There's just nothing new. So if you first go there or you stumble upon it, it's going to look really empty. But if you log in, you should be able to see anything that you've ever had before, anything that you've already enrolled in. I'm not opening in my opinion, the Cricut classes that are there are pretty outdated because, honest to goodness, Design Space changes like by the hour and it's impossible to keep them up to date. So I've talked to you about where do you find information about Design Space and to use your Cricut if you need the latest and greatest information. Cricut even has an educational section now. So if you look on, let me go back to where it was. You can see where does Cricut fit in. It will talk to you about that. If you look here and you go back, keep going, it talks about the times of changing. Right there. The Cricut world is a bit different. And the links are there to other places where you can get more current information. Now, the ideas and the projects that we did are still okay, but I'm telling you, Design Space is not going to look the same. Okay, so about 5 years ago, here's the short version, I decided that I love scrapbooking. It's my favorite. I love Cricut too. I like paper crafts. I really don't like measuring. And I like matchy-matchy. Okay. And the more I talked to people, the more I realized, so do many of you. That sounds like I'm describing a lot of you. You don't want to have to go crazy trying to find things, but you also, and I was going to bring my other phone and I didn't, aren't we getting really tired of holding up the phone and saying, oh, look, this is what we did. See, isn't this cute? And looking at things on a little tiny screen, right? Isn't it awesome to hand out to sit down with your grandkids or your family or your friends and flip through an album and say, yeah, this is what we did. Now I can look at the pictures. Now it tells a story. That's why I take pictures, right? Not just to fill my phone up, so all I have to do is flip through them. But many of us who scrapbooked back in the day are like, yeah, well, that was a lot of work, and it needed fancy, funky scissors, and I had to have a ton of stuff, but I couldn't use my Cricut. Or I had to make letters and titles with my Cricut and glue them all down. Yeah, we don't want to do that either. So I came up with this idea called Scrapbook Simple. It starts with an SVG, which, okay, you got to know how to do that, but that's really easy. And you don't have to do anything to mine. You just have to load them into Design Space. They come ready to go. Hey, Kathy. And they work, I'm going to show you, they work basically as photo mats and kind of a sketch to get you started, which is always the hardest part. Where do we start? So let's come down here. I'm going to talk about the supplies first. I am absolutely over the moon about the close to my heart sticker. Oh, I thought I had the paper here to show you. Is it down here? It's a sticker sheet and paper pack. They all go together. So this is what comes in there. Let me move this out of the way so we don't get distracted. This is what you get. The sticker set is cardstock. It's not flimsy. Hey, Jeanette. And they're already pre-stuck. And it's got some sentiments that are going to go under photos. It's got titles. It's got great borders, great images. This is Backyard Bliss. This, honestly, is the coolest. These are my colors, if they were to ask me. So see, I have two borders, so my pages could match. Again, the matchy-matchy. And they come with, this is the printed pattern paper that comes inside. It's two-sided, so you can pick and choose what you like. I can't get them apart. And there's two of each one. So there's this one, right? This one, and that's the other side. Think about how many soccer photos, picnic photos, camping, so many things that you've done, mowing your lawn. Then this one, and this one, and I like this one too with the this looks like my deck. Well, actually, I wish my deck looked that neat. It needs staining, but yeah. This is the Backyard Bliss paper pack and sticker set, right? Now, you're thinking, okay, that's awesome, but you know what? I might need more than that. Like, I want them all to go together. Well, you could get two of these, but you can also get, and this is what I recommend, the coordinating cardstock that goes with Backyard Bliss, and this comes with two each of all the colors that you need. Now, I'm not really good at knowing what they are, but you know what? Close to my heart makes that easy for me, and they put them right here. Candy apple, linen, mink, mocha, nectarine, papaya, pewter, pine, rosemary, sage, sapphire, shortbread, toffee, white daisy. Lots of options can go with these. They don't give you all those, but you get, here's papaya. I love that one. This is, what one is this? Shortbread, maybe? I'm really bad. Good thing I have a little sample that shows me. This one is sage. Then you get your white daisy. And this one is pine. So all these colors come, which now you can mix and match. And then there's one more option. Shortbread, thank you. Yes, that is shortbread. There's one more option that sometimes can come in super handy. This is called the mix-ins. And these patterns will go with all the colors that are in the July through September catalog. So if you get these, they'll match, coordinate, go with any of these that are in that catalog. So it's good to have this, you never know. And there's two of everything in this as well. I'm not using that today. And then there's one more thing. These are the Picture My Life cards. And I have to tell you that I used to think, I don't need those. I don't need those. I don't do pocket scrapbooking. No, I know you don't, but you do want these because, get these out. These are awesome to add to your layouts. These are 3x4s. I'm going to show you how they're handy when you work with the simples. These are 3x4s, and look, they're double-sided. Cute, sweet little tags you could cut apart, vertical and horizontal. These are great if you need to mat something, a little journaling, a stamp. Beauty is everywhere. I mean, really, there's a huge variety, okay, of those. And then these are 4x6s. So it gives you a little extra fun in the sun, bloom and grow forever. I don't know why I'm reading these upside down, but I am. And of course they coordinate with all the colors. The Sweet Life, perfect title, ready to go. It's right here. Okay, so that's Picture My Life. So if you want to do some, if this is you, this is your jam, you like these colors like I do, then you want to grab the coordinating cardstock, you want to grab the paper pack and sticker sheet, and you want to get the Picture My Life, and you are good to go. The only other thing that you're going to need to scrapbook my way is you're going to need White Daisy, and this is where it becomes a choice, personal preference. This is what a simple looks like once you've cut it out. These are the spaces for your photos, a little journaling blurb down here, or a cute photo. I like to have a shadow with mine, so I design them with a shadow, but you don't need to. You can turn it off if you don't really care about it. In Design Space, you can just say no. Let me show you quickly. In Design Space, this is the actual simple that I'm holding in my hand before I cut it. And if you look over here in the layers panel, this is the white layer, this is the shadow layer. And if you think, yeah, I don't really need the shadow, I'm okay with just the white, I can just turn that eyeball off. See it? Just click on that little eyeball and it turns off that layer, and Cricut won't cut it. So if you're thinking, well, yeah, I don't know about the shadow. Now, I also tend to like to have these pre-cut. Well, how do I know what color I'm going to use? So I am using a charcoal or a gray. I can use black, and it will go with anything. And I can have these pre-cut ready to go. Or if you're super matchy-matchy, you can pick out what you're going to want to use for your cardstock, and you could cut it out of this for your shadow layer. So I have two here for you. These are actually from the May bundle, and I realized when I looked at it, the May bundle didn't publish yet. It will be there later. As soon as we're done tonight, I'll make sure that it's there so you can see it if you like these. And this is the way simples work. So let's move this over. So I just grabbed a bunch of kind of unrelated photos. These are in my box of things that needed to get scrapped. I love this photo of Lucy. It's older. She's like a year and a half older than this now. This is when Rosie was born. Rosie's now 1. I'm getting there. I just really like these photos. They're all the girls, so they can all go together. They're not really of any set time or any of those things. But I'm going to work with these. So now I have to decide where are they going to go. And I'm going to start with this before I even get to the colors and the papers or any of those things. I'm going to start with getting my photos down, because in my mind, the photo is the number one thing. I'm just trying to figure out how to, so you can see all this. It's like playing cards. Okay, because I haven't put this down on the page yet, because this could go this way if I had a vertical photo instead. So for example, I have this one, and it's going to fit right there. Now, do I have any others that are going to go, and you're thinking, well, your photos aren't that size. Well, that's where you are going to want to get the beginner kit. And let me show you. I actually have set it up so that it is free right now. and you are going, this is how you can get started, because I promise you, once you get started, you're going to love this. I know you are. Just trust me, you're going to love it. So click on here. You need your Cricut. And start right here with the Getting Started Scrapbook Simple Kit. Yep, it's free. When you click on that, you will see that you are going to get, view more details, you are going to get 2 different SVGs, one for 6 photos and one for 3. I also have included, that looks like really blurry, I'm sorry that's not clear, a quick overlay, so you get to try the overlay and see. I thought it was clearer than that, but it looks blurry to me. And you're going to get a template to let you cut your own photo cropping tools. Now come down here. So many of you already have the ones that I had cut for us out of acrylic. I'm struggling with an acrylic cutter right now. I'm not cutting them, but the people that I used to cut them aren't available, so I'm looking for a new person. So that's why I have given you the SVG to cut your own. They won't be as heavy duty as that, but they'll still work. The idea of having this cropping tool is this fits right here, right? Fits the 3x4 perfect. So I'm going to take my photo, I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to say, if I do that, I can get, but see, I really don't need the wheels. I want all 3 girls. So I'm going to do that. Watch what happens when I cut my photo. Now, if I tried to use a photo editing program like Photoshop or something, I would lose my mind trying to get this the right size, get it to print without looking all pixelated. And these I just get printed 4x6 at Walgreens or Shutterfly, CVS, Walmart, any of those places. Whoever's got the sale. Line those up, take long bladed snips, much easier than short ones because it's just a couple of cuts and it's nice and straight. And then I'm going to go across here. Now you're thinking, well, wait, but you lost part of it. Wait till you see what I end up with. And you'll realize that I didn't lose a thing and I got the part I really wanted. So now I have that. And that gives me all 3 girls. Fits perfectly here. And then I have this space too. Now if I have another photo, I'm good. I can go here. Or remember, I just told you about those sweet little Picture My Life cards, which I dropped on the floor. Hold on. And those could go there as well. I don't know why they keep falling. This one says beauty is everywhere, and that's going to go there. And I'm going to do my journaling on that. This right here is going to get a stamp. I don't know which one yet. I'm going to stamp on that. Or maybe I'm going to get a sticker from the sticker pack. It doesn't have to be journaling. I can do something else. So now I have this layout, and I'm going to glue these down quick before I change my mind. That's what's going. All right? Sorry, I'm still clearing my throat here. A little bit of residual COVID left over. I really don't feel bad, but I still lose my voice a bunch. There's that, and then this one is going to go here. And then I'm going to grab my stickers and see what do I like. Or if I don't have a sticker that I like, I'm going to grab my stamp set, which I happen to have a couple. But let's see, what do we have that would look good there? Oh, I think I like the dragonfly. So the dragonfly is going to go right here, right? And then I want, this beauty is everywhere is okay, but it's kind of small. So I might take Simple Pleasures and I might go right over this, right like that. Okay? Now I'm ready to put it onto the page. well, wait, let's do these pictures too so we can get those done and out of the way. What am I going to do? Well, I just used the one with the other one with Lou, so I'm probably not going to do that one. In which way? Now, this is the way it cut and the way I thought I was going to do it, but I kind of like this photo here. Although maybe I don't need the whole thing. Maybe I could crop it and just use the 3x4. I have this one. So I have to see which one's going to go. I still love this picture of Lou. But I don't need the edge. I just need her. But now there's some 4x4s. So this is kind of what you go through when you're choosing which photos are going to go. But commit. Do it. Just do it. And don't fret over it. There's another page ready to go. Super simple. So you don't need to be crazy about, well, which one do I? Just do it. You'll be okay. So I'm going to try this and see. Can I do the 3x4 and still get everybody? I can. Right? That still gives me toes and fingers, and I don't really need this chair. That's not anything that is important. So I'm going to do, now if you are not comfortable with the cutting, the one that you're going to make by downloading that free file, you're going to cut these out of Cricut acrylic, and I give you the link to grab it from Amazon. You could use cardstock, but why would you want to use the acrylic? The beauty of this idea that's in my brain is that you can see through and see your photo. If I were using a solid, so for example, if I was using this, I could do the same thing, but I don't really know what got left. What did I get to see? By using this, so it's the size, but it's also that I can see what am I cutting off and what am I left with? Is it okay? Is it going to bug me? I kind of really need all of Gracie's toes. I can't really cut those off. It just kind of bugs me. So I'm going to do that and get Gracie's toes. And then I'm going to come over here and I can get her back's okay. That can cut off, just not the toes. Now, if you're not comfortable doing that, you can take your pencil, draw a line, and pop it in your trimmer. That's okay too. Whatever works for you. I have a couple of Brave Souls that use X-Actos. Golly, not me. All right, so maybe that's going to go there, and then I have something that's going to go here. Well, oh, that picture I said of Lou could go here. Now, oh gee, now I can do that. Or maybe I'm going to take this, and this is going to become my title. And that's going to pop right in there. Notice how they all fit perfect? And then I need another one over here. All right, I'm going to take my 3x4 again. They're not all 3x4s. There's 4x4s. There's 3.5s. There's 2x2s. And there's always a simple. And there's always more. We like to collect simples around here. You can never have too many. And I've priced them so they're really affordable, so yeah, you can collect them. And that's going to go there. And I have this layout kind of all put to, we'll save you for another page. We're not done. Let's get this down before I change my mind. And now if I wanted to stop here, I could. What if I'm going to a crop? What if I'm going to go for the weekend? I could do this part at home and prep them. I could cut a whole bunch of these and grab my stack of photos and my scissors and my cropping tools, and I could just do this while I'm talking to my friends. I can also take this and add some foam dots to the back so it pops up. I can ink the edges. Like, so much you can do. If you are a more inky scrapbooker, then don't be hesitant. But if you break out in hives because it's just too much, you don't have to. This is all done for you. And it coordinates with the sticker set. I'm telling you. It's so simple, and it coordinates with the pattern paper too. Such a breeze. If you do the simples ahead of time, you don't, and you're going to a crop, you don't have to bring your Cricut necessarily. Although you could, because I bet your friends are going to want some too. Once they see what you're doing, they're going to need one. So what is going to go in there? Oh, how about happy little moments? That's really cute. I like that one. I think I'm going to do, oh, I like this one. Has nothing to do with the photos. I just like it. And it's going to go right here. Now, it's going to be too big, so I'm going to pop it down. Right? So easy. Okay, now it's time to play with the papers. What am I going to, but because I've already got my photos and I've committed, I've got my layouts basically done, now I can pick what's going to go in the back. If I started at the beginning and I put these pictures and I tried to pick the colors, well, what if it didn't go, what if it didn't work? Then what am I going to do? Right? I'm also going to show you the difference between the pattern paper. So I like this one. It's a little much. This side isn't quite so bad. But even with the simple, when I put this here, it's still a little too busy for my matchy simple. I can live with it, but it's a little much. Don't you? It's the cutest thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and find, oh, I think it's going to have to be papaya. It is. I wasn't going to. Again, I wasn't going to pick papaya at the beginning, but because I picked this, this is what I want. And I'm going to use my trimmer, and I'm just going to take an inch off either one so that you can still see the pattern paper, but not the whole thing. So let me spin you around here. I'm going to just cut off an inch. I'm going to save that. That'll be great for another border somewhere. And I'm going to cut an inch off of here. Now, the cool thing about Close to My Heart cardstock is it's light. There's 2 shades in the cardstock. See the 2 different shades? So I can choose. I'm going to go with the lighter one. And that is going to go right here. And you're wondering, what is that at the top? That's called a zip strip. And I'm going to get the zip strip and trim that off. All of the Close to My Heart pattern paper comes with this cute little coordinating strip, and you zip it right off. On the back is where it lists the colors, right? That tells you, I don't know why everything I'm doing is backwards. It tells you what the colors are, but then you've got this slick little border that you can add to another page. I just build them up and put them in collect them in an envelope. All right, so I think we're set now. So you are going to go right here. I can see the pattern paper. I love it, but it's not overwhelming my photos, which in my mind are the #1 thing I want. My photos are it. So that's going to go like that. But now I need to journal, or I need to stamp. Well, now I could use this and I could stamp right on it. Last week I talked to you about this great stamp set that you can use over and over and over again. It's a Stacy Julian stamp set. If you've been around for a dog's age, you'll remember Stacy Julian has been huge in the storytelling part of scrapbooking. She's all about the story, and she works with Close to My Heart. And this stamp set, seriously, I think it's the cutest one. And yet I'm going to use it again and again. I love the different fonts here. 1,000,000 feelings, 1,000 thoughts, 100 memories, 1 person. That whole thing could go right here. This one is great. It's got like a checklist and the date. Now, this didn't all happen on one date, so I don't need the date on this one. But I could do the checklist and that could go here. The people we love, the places we've been, the memories we've made, those are all independent. They don't have to go together. This could go. The most treasured heirlooms are the sweet memories of family. Love that. So that could all go. Oh, but wait, I still have stickers that could maybe add to it, and I wouldn't have to worry too much about what's going to go there. I love joy, but I'm saving that for something. I don't know what. I like these little patterns. The little pennants, those are cute. Happy Little Moments is great. You'll also see in some of the simples that I also include a tag, which makes it great. I'm going to have to think on this one. That's cool, I can. But this I'm ready with. Yep, I love that. Deb says she uses her Cricut and takes an image and has the Cricut draw it, and she can put it on the simple. You can write on the simple with your Cricut. I know. So easy. So let's put this down. Once I've got an idea in my brain, we're not going back. We've done it. We're committing. We're going to put it down. There's always another page. There's always more photos, right? If you change your mind, then it becomes another layout. You don't have to change this one. Go make another one. I'm not measuring. If you're going to be up tonight because it isn't perfectly, evenly, wonderfully centered, then grab your Versamat. Come here, Mr. Versamat. And this helps you. So again, you don't have to really measure. Pop this down. Line it up so it's right in the center. And then when you put this down, you want to be, remember I cut off an inch, so I want to be, the top is going to go at 11. It's going to be flat on the bottom. I only want a ½ inch at the top, so I'm going to go with the ½ inch there and the ½ inch here and here. And so if I start straight there, I'm going to be straight all the way down. Okay? This one, this is an eyeball one. But because all the photos and everything are all connected, it's really easy to eyeball it. I tend to pick this corner. It's just me, and I make sure that that's even. Does it look right to me? I might want to come down a little. Yep, I'm good. Commit, do it, get it down. And so this layout is done except for the journaling. It really is. I can always add more embellishments, but basically it's done. So now because I committed to this is going to become my left hand, and this one is going to become my right hand. Now they don't really go together, but they're all about kind of random photos throughout life. Oh, I see what you're saying. Deb draws on the background paper. So she knows that this is going to be blank, so she'll draw here. Clever. Clever. Because she can tell in Design Space where it's going to go. So let me finish this and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. It's not hard, and you can do it too. So we're going to take, here's our second page so we can be matchy-matchy. We've got this matchy-matchy. We're going to trim this the same way, and then we're going to pop this on, and now these two pages are going to coordinate. Now what if I thought, yeah, no, they really don't. I don't know about that. Well, then don't do them the same. They could do something else. But this is done. This is the hard part. Choosing the photos, choosing the layout, that's the hard part. But it's not when you use a simple. It's really not. And it's all done for you. Let me bring you quick into Design Space and I can show you Deb's idea. So what she said is she knows where the simple's going to go and where she's going to have blank paper. Well, how does that work? All right, so let's turn off one hole, and we're going to keep just this one, okay? We're going to come over here and grab a shape, and we're going to turn that into a 12 by 12. So this is going to be our background. we're going to switch that to not exactly the same color, but you know, imagine it looks papaya-ish. But it's not really 12, it's only 11, right? So it's 11 by 11. And then I need to send it to the back. And now I can bring you on top. So that is how that's going to look, right? So what Deb says is, oh, okay, well, I have this space and I have this space to work with. All right, so I'm going to go into the images section and I'm going to search for something to do with a garden. And we want to draw, so we're going to pick a drawing one. Cricut doesn't have any garden ones? Okay, never mind. We'll make it work. Oh, it's looking at mine. It's not looking at all of them. That's why I didn't upload any of them. Do I have any drawings in the garden? We do. All right, so say we've got this lady, this little gardener. So I'm going to grab her and I'm going to bring her to the canvas. You could make it be a drawing one. And you know, it would look better if it went the other way, which in our case it did. So we're going to rotate this. Whoops. I just got to get it lined up. Okay, this is the way we actually did this one. So now I'm going to slide this over here. I'm going to take this lady and I'm going to draw her down because she can be bigger, because that's where I want her, and she's going to go on this layout. So now I'm going to take you and slide you over out of my way. I've got this positioned where it goes. I need to tell Cricut, I want you to draw this, and I want you to draw it right there. How do I do that? I'm going to zoom out so I can grab it. I'm going to grab the background paper and the drawing layer. Make sure they're both selected over here, and I'm going to tell Cricut, attach them. So now, when I send this to the Make It screen, there's the shadow layer for our simple. Here's the top layer cut. And here is now our own personally designed background paper following Deb's inspiration. So Cricut will go ahead and draw this. It'll ask me to put a pen in, and then it will cut the 11 by 11, and we are good to go. Right? Isn't that cool? Deb, thank you so much for sharing. That's a great idea. I love it. And especially if you don't really have something that does what you want, that's where Cricut can really help you. But you're not stymied trying to figure out, well, what's my layout going to look like, and where's it going to go? And oh gosh, I didn't leave enough room for my photos. It's no surprise. I know where they're going. Okay? All right, so if you've never tried these, try the free one. Give it a shot, see what you think, and share them with us on the Facebook page that you're watching right now. Tell me how it went. Did you have any troubles? Where are you struggling? How can I help to make them more simple? Because that's my job. Making it as simple as possible for you to get your photos out of your phone. No, I can't tell you how to not have so many photos. I can't. Because I have too many. And I can't delete anything because I might need it. You never know. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight. Really fun. I'm excited to share new things with you. Every Monday night we are here. And if you're struggling with something, you have an idea, right, Shannon? We do have a monthly membership. It's not open right now, but it will be, called Inspire, where we all get together and chit-chat. Oh, Deb, that's even scarier, but you're right. You're right. You could also do it where you created a shadow for it. So Deb is saying if you don't want to cut your 12 by 12, you want a 12 by 12 paper, you can tell Cricut that the 11 by 11 is actually a score line, and it really won't cut it. It'll just whirl around. We can trick it. Or you could create a shadow that cuts it out, and then you glue it down, your drawn image, as an embellishment. So many things that you can tell Cricut to do, and we'll help you. But start simple. Don't get crazy. Don't make it so complicated that you say, oh God, I can't do it. Never mind. Never mind. I've shut down. I can't do it. You can. You really can. It's not hard. One of the things that I found, and why I kind of I've not really backed away from Cricut teaching, but there's so much information out there, it's almost an overload. So I want you to be able to scrapbook with your Cricut, and that's what I do. So have a great week. Get some pictures printed, get them out of your phone, and let's see if we can't get them into albums. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.